At the tail end of March, the Pavilion Street Market held a grand opening as a new food hall concept near downtown Ferndale. I decided to interview one of the 5 vendors inside, Isabel Cali, who owns Cosmic Roots. What I found interesting about Cosmic Roots was that it was the only vendor who wasn't food-focused and whose main attraction is a common beverage from the South Pacific Islands made from the kava root. After trying the Bula drink at Cosmic Roots and experiencing kava firsthand, I was curious to learn more about this drink. Not only would I become overjoyed with how sensational the kava-infused drink was, but I became fascinated by how the drink and root worked and impacted the body. Isabel was extremely kind and friendly and more than happy to talk shop when it came to kava, its benefits, how it works, and its origin. I met up with Isabel at Balam Coffee one morning to sit down and chat about her goals and mission for Cosmic Roots. I was curious to know what initially inspired her to explore herbalism and the benefits of plants. Isabel explained how after turning 18, she started studying yoga, which helped build her personal foundation for spiritual practice, a connection to oneself, and the awareness of consciousness. When she started studying and working with plants, she said she began to understand their aliveness and connection to consciousness as well.
The ability to really connect with the consciousness of plants in a way where we can learn more about them through direct perception, I think is really an important thing. And realizing that we all have the ability to really do that feels really important to me in my life. And kind of as maybe a message to share, just because it intertwines the things that I really love, plants and yoga, which is a level of meditation and a level of connection and the realization that we are all connected and that there is a living, breathing world, right? And plants themselves are alive. And so it feels really important for me to bring awareness to that aspect of plants as living beings and as really unique expressions onto themselves.
Coinciding with her journey into the realms of yoga, meditation, and consciousness was her first encounter with kava. Isabel discovered a kava bar during a trip to Florida when she was 18. The experience immediately had a profound impact.
And I was just taken by people sitting around the bar and drinking kava and feeling the energy of the space, like people were coming down instead of becoming intoxicated. And I just love that there was a space for people to really do that, as well as the feeling of kava, in my own body, in my own experience. I was taken by the majesticness of kava itself. And why does this plant make me feel like this? How do plants really work with us and our consciousness and are able to shift us in the way that they do? That became really intriguing to me. So when I came home, I really said this 10 years ago. I was like, Detroit needs a kava bar. We need spaces like this.
So, what is kava? It's a root native to several South Pacific islands. It is also cultivated in Hawaii and parts of Micronesia. It is enjoyed quite regularly in many island communities, sometimes ceremonial, but also for relaxation and to socialize with other people, since many of its properties allow the consumer to soften one's edges, bring the body tempo down from the daily grind, and offer a euphoric type relief.
Kava you're going to feel really relaxed. You are going to feel the tingling sensation on your tongue. That is normal. I tell everybody, you don't want to mix it with alcohol. That's really important as well. And yeah, I would say you're going to feel that, that interesting balance between deep relaxation and also kind of this giddy euphoria, like you were saying, like this playful, almost space.
Fascinated by the effects of kava, I inquired to learn more about Isabel's practice of alchemical herbalism, which is aimed at healing the whole person rather than just treating symptoms, and how that led to the creation of Cosmic Roots.
And so kind of moving away from allopathic herbalism, which is using plants in the same way, Western medicine covers symptoms. We can do the same thing with plants. We can use plants to cover symptoms rather than actually understanding what is going on below the surface. And so it takes really understanding plants, I think, in order to use them in a good way. And so that feels really important to me, is kind of restructuring how we view herbalism and acknowledging that the aliveness of plants, and then again, the same in people as well, and unique constitutions in people. So I think what feels important to me is to be a part of a lineage in the West, which, the school I studied, evolutionary herbalism, it is a revival of alchemical herbalism, which recognizes, these things that I've talked about. And it feels important to be like a part of that revival of that lineage, because I feel like it's just really been lost.
I followed up by asking Isabel what her goals are with Cosmic Roots and what's in development as her small business begins to bloom.
Kind of where I am is having a space for people to come and enjoy and reconnect with plants, which I'm already, offering, and for the word to get out and for people to realize that it's here. But also creating my powders and my drinks in a way where people can start enjoying them in their own ritual, where they don't have to necessarily come in, feels really important. So I'm working on like the cacao, the chai, a couple other, I have the golden milk, and then a heart powdered blend that I'm working on, for people to have access to like latte style drinks in their daily rituals at home. So, expanding online, more retail as well.
With a focus on helping and healing others, I rounded out the interview by asking Isabel what she enjoys most about what she does at Cosmic Roots.
My favorite thing is the creative process. I love making new blends and trying them out, and then also I'll add watching the way people respond to them. Like making somebody a cup of tea, when somebody comes to my home and I make them a cup of tea, that is like something I love. So now I get to do it for a lot of people, and yeah, that feels really good.
When she's not crafting new tea or drink combinations, Isabel also offers up some baked goodies and snacks like her chocolate truffles, scones, and other items depending on the day. She also holds pop-up events like tea and tarot readings, watercolor painting, and the occasional collab with other chefs for classes like learning how to roll sushi. Isabel has one of the most positive demeanors I've met among small business owners. Her years of yoga, meditation, and exploration of her inner self serves her well, keeping her motivation and creativity in step with each other as she continues to grow her business, but also the awareness of kava and plant power. The next time you visit Pavilion Street Market, I'd strongly suggest taking a step out of your comfort zone to check out Cosmic Roots and experience kava, or one of the other drink remedies curated by Isabel. Kava is a remarkable drink, and Isabel can certainly answer any questions you might have. For my full foodie adventure, read my story below.